Hello, beautiful people. How are you? I hope you're having a great day. I am here today because I was inspired by somebody that I was watching. Their name is Garrett White. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with them. He was going to explore a haunted hospital with him and his cameraman, and it kind of made me remember one of my favorite art pieces that I have ever done. It was kind of inspired of my childhood self, and I feel like you kind of got to get to know childhood Jade before I get into it. So when I was younger, I was a total scaredy cat. I was scared of anything and everything, and that was until my brother started introducing me into these scary YouTube videos where these people would go out and like go ghost hunting, and we would watch ghost hunting videos or like ghost hunters on the travel channel. So after school, my brother would pick me up. We'd get Taco Bell. My brother's 4 years older than me, just so you know. He'd pick me up from high school, and then we'd go get Taco Bell, and then go back home and watch Ghost Adventures, watch ghost hunting videos on YouTube. That was my high school life, was just doing that. And I also had a friend. Her name was Layla, and her mother was a ghost hunter pretty much all her life. So there was a couple instances where we went ghost hunting with her mom, or we went to a cemetery with the Ouija board. um, and we tried to communicate. It obviously didn't work, but and just dumb kids doing dumb shit, you know. But that was my childhood. I had no problem with the paranormal. It was something that was really cool and neat to me. That's something that I thought was really neat, and I just said that twice. But yeah, it was something that was really neat to me, so I kind of made a artwork and contribute to that because I liked it, but I didn't like it when I got scary. Now, I don't mind scary movies unless they have like slasher killers. I don't like blood very much. It makes me queasy. So a lot of the times I don't watch like psycho horrors because it freaks me out. I mean, even just recently, my boyfriend and I went to go watch Smile, and I got so scared within the first scene where the girl who's like has the smile thingy. She like cuts her own throat. I tapped out after that point. I said, there's too much blood. I cannot do this. Let's leave. And so we did. I feel terrible, but he is such a wonderful, amazing person. He understands. I just there's something about blood, it grosses me out. I can't deal with it. So it's pretty funny to me that I have I'm such a scaredy cat, but yet I can deal with things like watch scary YouTube videos or watch ghost hunting, which, yes, mind you, a lot of them are fake. I understand that. I'm not saying that everything that I see is true. I just like watching it, especially Zach Baggins, because he gets so poetic about the evidence that he gets, and they always play it these 3 times, which I think is so funny. It's a nice inside joke between me and my brother. We just kind of sit there and be like, it's not needed, but it's there. It's something that it really brings a lot of happiness to my heart. So I would love to share it with you, because it's something that is really neat to me, and I hope you find it as cool as I do. But yes, I find it really awesome that I was able to go ghost hunting with my friend's mom, who had like grade A like ghost hunting shit. There was actually a time that we went to an abandoned school, and we had taken a picture outside, and you could see a person inside of the school. You actually couldn't go into the school because it was super boarded up, and it was owned by the city. So we didn't want to get in trouble. We were just outside taking pictures. We weren't even there to ghost hunt. We were just there because her mom had gone to that school. So she wanted to show us it, and we were just taking pictures, having a grand old time. And that was the only time that we ever caught any like evidence. I just find it really cool. It's a nice, pleasant memory. And the time that my friends and I had gone to the cemetery to do the Ouija board, nothing happened to me, but I had a friend named Carter, and he was drawn to this one tombstone, and I think it was like named Ravencraft or something like that. And he was like, Ravencraft, you can follow me home. And he had a bunch of bullshit happen to him after that, like pictures fell off his wall and shit like that. And there was a time that him and I were there at his house, and we were about to go out with his siblings to have a picnic. His siblings were outside, and it was just him and I in the house gathering like snacks and foods and stuff like that. And I just remember thinking like something weird's about to happen. And then all of a sudden we heard a door slam in his basement. And I was like, yep, let's fucking go. So we grabbed the rest of the snacks and we booked it. It was a lot of fun. Probably not for him, but it was funny. It was just, growing up was a really fun time. I had my ups and downs like most people, but I had a pretty decent group of friends. We had a good time. We'd go out on picnics. We'd go do dumb bullshit, like go play in a Ouija board. We thought that we were going to be famous ghost hunters, so we like filmed the whole thing. I don't think we ever posted it, but, oh, excuse me. We did film it. I think it was on my mom's camera, I'm pretty sure. If I can find that video, I will definitely upload it because it's really fucking funny. We thought we were the hot shit, but obviously not. But I feel like I've rambled enough about my experience with the paranormal to give you some backstory about the picture that I'm sorry, it's springtime and I have terrible allergies, so I apologize. Anyways, let's get into the picture that I had drawn in honor of my younger self that was scared of everything. And as she got older, like, kind of got deeper into it, but more so of the cutesy side. Because when I was like a baby, I hated Halloween. I hated trick-or-treating because the older kids that dressed up in the scary costumes scared me. And even back then, I was terrified of blood. Because I remember my brother had this like scream sword type thing that had like blood in it, and it gave me the queasies. I hated it. I asked my brother never to play with it around me. And my cousin had the same one, and I went to his house one time, and they were hoarders. And I found it, and I think I cried. I think after that point, I told my mom that I never wanted to go back, and I never did. Anyways, I think I've rambled enough. I've talked your ear off enough. Let me just show you the goddamn picture. This is it. It's so fucking cute. I love it. I love the little ladies with the little devil horns. I just think I wanted to take something that was so scary to me when I was younger. And when I'm saying younger, I mean like 7 to 13. I was really scared of like the paranormal. Like there was a time that I had thought that my room was possessed. Like who, girl. Anyways, yeah, I refused to sleep in my own room because I had thought it was possessed. I think because I had saw in my Bible at the time that there was like a page on the devil, which obviously the Bible talks about it. So I was like, oh my God, my room? Anyways, you know, just the dumb antics of a fucking child. So this is just kind of my contribute to that, is like, I'm not that scared anymore. Now, when it comes to psycho horrors, I'm booking it. I'm leaving. Because, ew. People scare me. Demons and ghosts and shit do not scare me. Because at the end of the day, they're going to need a vessel to attack me. Anyways, yeah, so I just kind of wanted to show like a cutesy little fun picture for that, because it's something that's really neat and cool to me that I was so scared of something so insignificant. Something that's not even like, I mean, you should be scared of it, but there's ways that you can go around it and prevent yourself, and just don't go looking for trouble. That's really, you just don't go looking for trouble, you won't find trouble. Anyways, I love this picture. I love the art style of it, because it's honestly not something that I would regularly do. I would say that my art style is more so classic, and this is something kind of out of my comfort zone. I don't always play with colored pens because, I don't know if you could tell, it was kind of driving me fucking crazy when I was doing this one, because this paper, it's bamboo, so it's slick. So with the gel pens of the color, it wanted to smear like fucking crazy, and I was losing my goddamn mind. But yes, this is one of my favorite ones. I did this in October of last year, and it's just, it's something that I hold near and dear to my heart. I mean, I love all of my artwork, but especially ones that have connections to my childhood or my past self, because I love her. She's just a stupid little goofball that thought she was a princess and owned the world, and thought that the world was just beautiful rainbows and sunshine. And I adore that about her. So this picture is just a contribute to that. Like, not all things that are scary. Because look at how cute they are. Look at the little chain. This is so fucking bad. But yeah, I really love this picture. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to my childhood, because I'm not such a scaredy cat anymore. And that's all you could ever want. It's just not to be scared. of things that are needless and that you don't need to be scared of. Yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about, was just my childhood and why I drew what it is that I did, because it's for tiny Jade, who was scared of everything, even her own goddamn shadow. Even though if in a few years I would outgrow that and start looking for trouble, as I had said not to do. I'm not that way anymore. Oh, this actually reminds me. The reason why I was so scared of stuff like that was because of my mom. She actually had an experience with an Ouija board. Her and her friends were doing the Ouija board, right? And this was when she was younger. She actually wasn't, because she knew better, but she was watching, which is still not that good. I think I've only ever played it once, but I did usually just watch. But all of her friends had said, "How am I gonna die?" Which is like, girly fucking pop, what are you doing? Why? And so she had told me that every single one of them died in the way that the Ouija board said. And ever since then, I said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, I'm not gonna go looking for trouble. And then later in my teen years, I started looking for trouble. But then now that I'm older, I know not to look for trouble. Yeah, I'm happy that I was able to sit here and try to tell you a little bit about me, so you get to know me, get to know my stupid little younger self, get to know about my childhood, even though I'm sure none of you asked for or really care. I hope this was at least a little bit entertaining for you. I love sharing my artwork, so if you'd like to see more of this, please just let me know. I have not a ton, but I do have some artwork that I have done. I'm not really as into it as much as I used to. I just have a full-time job and a part-time job, so I don't really have the time as much as I want to. If you're ever wondering what's behind me, it's a naked lady, so don't look. But it's not done by me. It's actually done by my friend who is in art school. I talked about her, Layla, the girl with the mom who was a ghost hunter. Amazing, wonderful, beautiful, talented artist. I love her to death. But yeah, that's who made that one, if you're ever wondering. Anyways, I've rambled enough. I hope you have a great, beautiful, wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.